Well, before I get started with today's review, I hope you guys don't mind if I have a little snack beforehand. Ugh. Boy, I don't know about you guys, but this really hits the spot. Hey there friends, it's me Peter, and welcome to day 10 of my 25 days of Christmas reviews. The year was 2003. It had been about a year since Will Ferrell left Saturday Night Live in order to pursue a movie career as an actor. People weren't really sure how big his movie career would get, but he lucked out because the very first movie he starred in ended up being a family classic that would be played every Christmas from then until the end of time. What movie could I be talking about besides Elf? Elf tells the story about Buddy the Elf, a human who was adopted by elves at the North Pole after he accidentally snuck into Santa's bag of toys back when he was just a tiny baby living at an orphanage. When he becomes an adult, Buddy learns the truth and decides to go to New York City in order to find his real father, who is still alive. Now, his father had no idea that Buddy even existed, so he's more than a little perturbed to find this guy dressed as an elf who's claiming to be his son. But everyone else seems to fall in love with Buddy, including his brother, his stepmother, and a woman who works as an elf at a local department store toy department. But Buddy's happy-go-lucky nature and his naivete sometimes get him in trouble, and unfortunately it also gets others in trouble as well, including his father. Now, I did not see Elf when it came to theaters back in 2003. I did not see it when it was released on VHS and DVD. In fact, up until today, I actually had never seen Elf, something a couple of my friends were judging me for. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't too keen on watching this movie. I loved Will Ferrell on Saturday Night Live, but I've heard his movies have gotten mixed reviews. And despite the fact that a lot of my friends really like Elf, I just never really had the desire to watch it. But as long as I'm reviewing Christmas movies this month, I figured it wouldn't be any harm in just renting the DVD and watching it and seeing how it is. And I'll be honest, it actually surprised me. I thought this movie was going to be so dumb and so stupid and just not enjoyable at all. That's mostly because, to be quite honest, a lot of the funny parts were actually shown during the trailers. But in all of that, the trailers never actually revealed the plot of this movie, which was surprising to me and did keep me somewhat entertained. And by the time the movie was over, yeah, I'd say I'm glad I watched it. It's a harmless little movie that the entire family can watch around Christmas time. Though, having said that, I do have a couple complaints about the movie. One, the plot of this movie was really, really predictable. The father works at a publishing company, and they have to write one really good children's book in order to get them out of the hole they're in. As soon as that line was uttered, I thought to myself, they're going to write a book about Buddy. And, spoiler alert, yeah, that's exactly what happens. And the relationship with the father was also super predictable. You knew he was going to be apprehensive at first, and gradually kind of sort of warm up to him, and then some big blow-up would happen, and then they'd separate, and yeah, that part was very, very predictable. But honestly, I can't say I was disappointed in the movie. I actually did really enjoy it. Now, I won't say I'm one of those types that's going to watch it every single Christmas from now on, but I'm glad I watched it, and I'm glad I finally saw it, because, you know, it was entertaining enough, and I'll admit, I did laugh at a few scenes. Though this movie also gets some points knocked off for reintroducing Baby It's Cold Outside into the lexicon. How many people, before they saw this movie, were aware that song even existed? Yeah, if you saw my video on my top 10 worst Christmas songs last year, you know all about my feelings towards that song. So, out of 5 bottles of syrup, Elf gets a 3 out of 5. Thanks for watching my latest movie review, my friends. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more Christmas movie reviews, simply click that subscribe button down below. And tune in tomorrow when I begin my 3-day look at the Rankin Bass Christmas specials. Until then, this is Peter saying see you later.